Shit, what's this podcast called?
Discourse of Human Events.
The discourse is just crazy.
Everything's okay, I'm just trying to act my age. Yeah, I wanna know where the hell the days go. Yeah, I wanna know where the hell the days go. I wanna look and feel years younger, baby. I wanna look.
1, 2, 3. Flashlight!
Flashlight. So now we're going to go through a mid-year review, which we don't normally do.
Okay.
But now I feel like it would be interesting to take like predictions we have and see if we can add some to it that would be interesting with what we know halfway through the year.
What we know now.
And we can go through and look to see if we've predicted anything.
Okay. Aliens. They're going to
I'm
invade
not saying
the
it's
Earth.
aliens, but it's aliens.
Well, Zach had some... We all had a little bit there.
A little what?
We all
like
we all had a little
predictions?
bit that, yeah. Like mine, we already surpassed the 25 mass shootings.
Okay.
Yeah, that was like
Well,
a gimme though.
No, but it depends on what you count as mass shootings.
I'm pretty sure if you look up mass shootings right now, there's probably been like 100 that's happened already this year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It depends on what you count as them. Like,
Well, they have that good thing they have
Well,
qualifiers for what mass shootings are.
He's asking
Yeah,
because
no.
technically a
That's
mass
what
shooting is like 3 or
technically a
more,
mass shooting is.
whether it's gang related or not.
but what you think of when, like, in common parlance, when I say mass shooting, I don't mean what the definition is. I mean, it was a crazy random person
Right.
shooting random people.
But
What
we don't
often
have
gets
stats on
counted
that.
Is like people in gangland, like
Mass
shooting-
murders, though, 25. Mass shootings, 338.
Mass murders sound
Yeah.
close to mass shootings.
So maybe that should change mine. But we already reached it.
Mass
We already reached my
shootings.
prediction.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
that's not shootings
We have
necessarily,
hundreds
but
every
mass
year,
murders.
but like again,
Well, it's gun violence, baby.
Oh,
ones
it's on
where
the
it's
gun violence
random people,
archive.
where it'll make the
Yeah.
news because it didn't happen in a gang territory where they just shot people in a party.
Right.
where It happens all the
No,
time.
I know what you mean
Ones
by
where I
by
would
that.
be scared that it could happen to me. 90% of those would never happen to me, right?
Yeah. Right.
Unless you happen to go to the Gilroy Garlic Festival.
Yeah, that's a real one. That one I would count. See, that was at a random location, completely random people for no reason. They knew nobody there. Now
Yeah.
that is what
That's
I
a mass
refer to when
shooting.
I talk of mass shooting.
Okay.
But what the media counts as mass shooting, what the official statistic is just any more than 3 people killed in a shooting. Usually
Okay.
the person knew the
So-
3 people.
In that definition,
Yeah.
the guy goes to the Google office
Mm-hmm.
because he thinks that he's no longer be able to monetize his video.
He didn't know those people. Yeah, that's a mass
Whoa, what? Are you seeing these stats? Oh, I don't have my share screen. I need to share my screen. Because there are a lot of murder-suicides.
shooting. Yeah.
It's
It's
romantic.
insane.
Because I think a good number of them, Zach, are guys that figured out, like, their kids aren't theirs.
You think?
Shit like that. And then that's
No.
like, that's not a mass shooting.
This
They
is a
They shot
murder.
several people. They usually shoot their kids and the wife, and then shoot themselves.
Yeah.
Well,
Well-
that's not a mass shooting. That's not going to happen to me unless you have news for me.
Do you have a way? I mean, mass murder then is the only real way to calculate it
No, I mean,
under gun violence.
yeah, I mean that's the only like way you can do it officially by a statistic because
Man, the
did
East
they know
Coast
the
is
victim is
lit.
kind of a. I don't think you gather that, right?
Right. But mass murders is with guns is still at 25.
Which,
Okay.
like I said, that was my prediction for the whole year.
Yeah, but I'm saying if you count mass shootings the way I would define them, I'm not sure we've had 25. yet.
Well, what's your point? How are we going to calculate it? If that's what you want to count, we don't have a way to count
Nick, just
that.
let me have it.
You do it in your head by doing like did I see
I
25
don't.
whole
You're not
reports that
omnipotent
made
or
the news?
omniscient. You don't
In
know
the
where
last
all
6
mass
months-
shootings are happening in the United
I was
States.
going to say, I
I'm just
don't
saying,
count
there's no
every time.
25 like with that guy that shot Vegas up, or 25. There's been like 5 or 10 where.
Well,
it made the
not all of them
news.
make the news because they're not even that important anymore. They have to
Yeah.
be like newsworthy in some way.
Well, see, that's what I would count. Like, if you told me there was going to be 25 in a year, that's what I assumed you're talking about. Is
Right. But
25?
there's
like,
ones
wow,
where like,
dude, she killed 12 random people.
yeah, but if they only kill 3 or 4, but they meet your definition, they still might not make news because it's only 3 or 4 people.
That's true, but I don't consider it major. It's just like a meh.
But the question isn't major; it's mass shootings where somebody just goes out and randomly kills a
I'm
bunch
not
of
even sure
people.
we've had, because we don't know those ones. Those ones don't get reported.
That's
Like,
what I'm
you have
saying.
to go
We don't
through
ever
all
hear that.
350 of those and be like, nope. That
Which
guy
is
was
why I'm
just a
saying we
gangster.
have to
Nope.
basically look at
That
this.
guy killed his wife and kids. Nope, this guy did this.
So we have to look at hard numbers, and this is what we have for hard numbers. So we're already at 25.
Okay.
And then for just mass shootings,
And its mass killings are in which 4 or more people died, not including the assailant.
4 or more is mass shootings.
Mass, yeah.
I actually don't know how many of those are gang violence when it's 4 or more.
It's.
I mean, with 338 already, it has to be a lot of them, right?
Go through and look. Most of them take place in places like Chicago
Baltimore.
or Baltimore, or the places you'd go like, oh yeah.
It looks like the East Coast is like...
Whoa, wait, this Baltimore one, that's 30 people. That might not have been a...
I don't know. Take a look.
Sounds a bit much if it's a drive-by shooting.
They were really accurate, Chloe.
It didn't make it in the news.
Oh, it just looks... No, these are like 17-year-olds and shit.
Was this another
17-year-olds
school?
sling drugs.
13-year-old,
I want to
No,
see. Baltimore?
31, 22.
shot, wounded, dead. House party, block party. Okay, that gives us what we need to know.
Block party. Yes.
Yeah. That's insane, dude.
Well, I mean, that's where
Like-
they go to do mass shootings. They go
That's
to
true.
movie theaters. They go
No,
to
no, no, no.
malls. They go to
Be there.
strip.
You know,
Block
that's why they
party's
can't put that
definitely
on the
gang
media,
violence.
because it's not going to scare
Yeah.
me.
I don't
I'm
know.
not
This one
gonna
guy
be
shot
there.
5 of his neighbors because they asked him to stop shooting.
Yeah, but
He was firing rounds in his backyard, and they came over and told him to stop,
Yeah.
and so he shot everybody.
Block party is like the definition of
But that's what I'm saying, a lot of these people-
wielding a gun and be like, "Could you please stop shooting?"
Did he kill 30 people or injure 30 people?
28 injured, 2 people killed.
Oh, okay. Yeah, see, that's not...
It's a lot of bad shooting.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
you're
so
just
what
looking at
that
all of the
usually
mass
means
shootings. These are not the mass murders.
Is it two
Right.
gangsters?
Actually, yeah,
who
let's look at mass
just
murders
get
because
random
that'll tell
shots?
us.
They're not
I think
actually
mass-
killing people.
Let's look at mass murders and that'll give us a better idea if these are like what we would think of.
Yeah.
Let's see, 4, 5, 4, 8, 4.
I can
6,
already
4,
tell you by the
5.
location it's probably what we're thinking of.
Yeah, they're gangs. They're just
No,
gangmen.
I'm saying not gangs. There's not like Baltimore and Chicago.
Okay, what location?
Are you not looking at the screen?
Oh, no, I didn't realize you were sharing. Let me go. Hold on.
Are you sure you're sharing?
Yeah.
No, I wasn't
Right
looking
here.
at all. I didn't realize you were sharing.
Yeah. They're like the Kellogg, Idaho.
Kellogg.
Kellogg.
Hello,
Kellogg's
Idaho.
is the cereal.
How did you say it?
Kellogg's.
I say Kellogg.
I think it's
Have
Kellogg.
you ever listened? If you've ever
It's
listened to it,
Kellogg.
it's
is it?
totally Kellogg's. If you've ever
Look,
listened to a
let's
commercial,
look. Let's just Google it.
Actually, now I'm coming.
Just speak, Chloe. Possible shooting in Kellogg, Idaho.
Kellogg. It's not Kellogg. It's Kellogg.
Oh, I don't care. Neighbor.
It is Kellogg. No K sound.
No A.
That must be our area thing because I definitely hear Kellogg all the time.
You just feel like it that day?
What's that?
Yeah, so
What
he
Chloe
knew
said?
them. It was his neighbor.
For which one?
At a multi-dwelling unit.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Nick, what are you watching? Because we can't see what you see.
Oh, I just...
Are you there?
Google Kellogg, Idaho shooting. The first link.
Oh, so that is it. Yeah. Killed his 4 neighbors at an apartment complex.
Yeah, so he knew them. Like I said, that usually they know each other.
So that's not gang related though.
That's not gang related.
I
That's
just
still
said
kind of a
gang.
mass
I said-
shooting.
I don't consider it a mass shooting if it's not a random person trying to kill as
Sequatchie.
many people as humanly
You just
fucking
want
possible.
random acts
Look,
of violence.
that person's 48.
Those
There's
are the
another
ones
person
that
that's
make the
52.
news. Those are the ones I think of when you say mass shooting because they're the
Well, all
ones
I'm
that get
saying
talked
is,
about.
according to the Gun Violence Archive, I have already hit my marker
I
for the
know.
year.
Also,
These
Nick,
have always
you've hit yours
like for the past 30
closely.
years. These have always existed. The thing that's news that have been skyrocketing. You could have predicted that any year. You would have always been right.
In the past,
I went kind of high on that. I remember this discussion.
Yeah, and
yeah.
I
Which
bet I
if
said
we're
the same
if we're
thing,
at
is it
25
depends on
already,
Yeah,
Not
halfway
gonna
through the
be
year.
good.
are always going to be 25 every year, going back to like 50 years because that's
no, they're not even like mass shootings. Aren't even in the. Look at the mass shooting stats. Look how much
Mass
they ramp up from
shooting.
just 2016.
No, they go down for a couple of years, then they went back up.
Yeah, the 1980s.
Yeah, that's
are
what I'm
probably
saying.
a lot.
About 2020, they've been in the 600s for a
Because
while.
everyone is brain broken. We all have brain rot.
The murder-suicide rate's pretty steady, though. Pretty steady rate on that.
Why is one of them... No, two of them aren't
Oh,
even.
I gotta go back to see what you're seeing because I have no idea what you're talking about.
So the mass shootings were in the 300s or 400s until 2020, and now they've been like consistent 600s.
Okay. Well, like I
And-
said, so making a prediction of 25 when there's 400s for a long time, I mean, of course you're going to get 25. That's what I'm saying. Is
I think
Well,
what
but
we
the
were thinking
25
of, I
was the
think
mass
what we were,
murders.
Yeah, what we're all thinking of is the mass murders, not the mass
what is
shootings.
mass murder? What does that mean?
Oh yeah, what is the definition of mass? Does it have a definition?
I'm gonna look it up.
What is the
I'm
definition
looking it
of
up right now.
mass murder? What is the difference between a mass shooting and a mass
I'm
murder
looking
by
it up
gun violence?
right now.
That's actually a really good question.
You gonna ask this to ChatGPT?
No, I'm asking Google. Oh, well, also like the paywall.
FBI
Well,
does
mass-
not define mass shooting in any form. They define mass murder, but that includes all forms of weapon, not just guns. So that definition actually is more than just guns.
Well, why doesn't GVA use the FBI definition of mass shooting?
Okay. I don't.
We'll never get good stats on this. So,
Again,
anyways,
just based on media reports, I don't think we've hit the 25 yet.
Well, Zach, moving on, because this is just a moot point, honestly.
Yeah.
Arguing.
anyways, Russia didn't send a warhead yet.
No, that was my bold prediction, if you remember. I said I don't think it'll
So,
happen, but I'm going to
yeah.
predict it anyways because I think it'd be more interesting.
And it's funny, Zach said
Still have a
China will
chance,
invade
though.
Taiwan, and Nick said that China does not invade Taiwan.
Hey, so far
We're
I'm
still
right.
half a year to go, though.
TBD. GM probably won't moon.
Oh yeah, that was mine for sure, right?
Yeah.
What was
I'm sure.
Jimmy won't
If I didn't write it, you said it, though.
And Biden is running for 2024, but
Trump might bow out. You might be right on that one.
I think
he
I
can
don't
he
think
can
he'll
run
bow
from
out. I
jail.
don't know.
That's a
He
possible.
can run from jail.
Biden could still bow out, man. That dude might just die before.
Well,
Yeah.
there's still half a year for Zach's celebrity death to happen.
Yeah.
What else we got? Jeff Bezos will be arrested. That's a bold prediction.
Yeah, that was my bold prediction.
That
I
is
don't
definitely
think
your
I'm on
bold.
track for we will top 2022 kill count.
Oh, and Nick, you still have time to make James Earl Jones happen.
What was James Earl Jones? I have no idea what. you're
That was your
referring to.
celebrity death.
Oh,
My celebrity
he's
death was
old.
Trump.
he does Darth Vader's voice.
Oh, okay.
He's old as shit. Oh, okay, James Earl Jones. Yeah. No, you said Trump will die?
Who did that?
I did.
Nicole.
Oh,
Where is that prediction coming from?
He could die. From
I think we have. I think we have great guesses.
Doesn't
I think he might do
McDonald's
enough cocaine, or he gets
Are you-
got.
You know, the cocaine.
Oh.
You know, Trump doesn't even drink alcohol, right?
What are you
Trump
doing
doesn't
right
drink
now?
alcohol.
Serious?
Yeah, he doesn't drink alcohol. He doesn't smoke marijuana or cigarettes.
There's no way he doesn't do.
No, I
Any
don't think
kind
that
of
dude
drug,
does
though.
cocaine.
I think he does speed
No,
of some
I think
sort.
He's the teetotaler type.
You
Why are
think?
you not? Why did you just delete all of that?
Why are you asking
He
this
is.
in podcast.
I think he's naturally the weird guy that he is. He does eat a lot of McDonald's. That could kill him with a heart attack.
Right.
But drugs and alcohol, that's not his thing, man.
I didn't realize he was that, like, sober.
Yeah.
I feel like he has
drink.
to be on some kind of speed.
I feel like he was, like, I've heard that he is somewhat methed up, but with legal, like, Sudafed or something.
That would make
Like,
sense.
to
I
pump
mean,
him
when
up.
you get
Right,
older,
that's what I
like,
would
you usually
think.
have to take, like, heart meds and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
you can't mix that with anything.
Right. So that I could see, being older Trump and doing any kind of
No, I don't think that
amphetamine.
he ever drank.
Well, that might explain why he doesn't look as bad as Biden does.
Trump ever a drinker. Like, I think he thinks it's... He had a vodka brand. Yet.
That's funny. You don't have to drink to have a brand.
Hold on. I didn't know Biden didn't drink either.
Really? Then why the fuck is he so old looking?
He's like 70.
That I don't know.
Yeah, but so is
He's
Trump.
just an old man.
Okay, Trump looks old as shit too.
Not like Biden.
No, Biden
Are you
looks
sure
pretty
about that?
fucking
It's
old.
just, I
Yeah.
think Trump wears makeup
No.
to hide it.
They both wear
And
makeup.
I feel like Trump is the type of guy who's gone in and had work done on
Some
his
people
face.
just
one looks
age
way
them.
older, and it's definitely
No,
Biden.
looks like on death's door.
Yeah.
That is
Why
an
do you
old
guys
man.
think that?
Because he looks so much older.
Because the wrinkles. Like, bring up a picture. A
You
recent
guys say he
picture
looks
of
like he's
both
on
of them.
death's door, but like my grandmother looks older than him, and she is. Like he does not
He
look like
just-
he's about to die.
He looks like that.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay,
Those
he
like
looks
old
normal.
man freckles and everything.
Those are called
He has those
sunspots
brown-
Yeah.
from tanning.
That's what I'm saying. That's old man freckles. And I'm sure some of it is
Could be like
Trump wears
you know,
more makeup.
I think because
Trump
he does
spends a lot
the
of money.
bronze.
But he looks age appropriate.
cosmetics and stuff.
I don't see where everyone keeps
Yes,
thinking that
age
he's about to
appropriate,
die.
which is-
Yeah, look at
Yeah.
his.
I'm not saying Trump looks like he's 40. I'm saying he looks maybe 60.
Well, it could be also if he's
Yeah.
fat.
Yeah, part of it
You
is
know, my
fat.
dad is about to be 60,
'Cause-
right?
'cause
My
fat hides
stepmom
wrinkles.
is
Help your
60.
face.
Yeah,
What's
fat,
that?
when you're fat, you don't get wrinkles as easily. I think that's a big part
That's
of it.
that's what helps him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
It's
is
known
what's
that
helping him. It's that
When you're
fat.
skinny, you do like look older when you're old.
Yeah. I mean, look,
And then
Trump
you get
still
the-
looks like an
You
old
get the
man.
neck hanging thing too. If you lost a lot of weight.
Yeah.
The jowls.
Yeah.
That's what it is
Yeah,
that
that's part
the
of the
big
reason
fat
why
in his
Jonah
face.
Hill looks like he's
But-
aged 10 years.
But the other thing is just like the energy levels when you see
Yeah.
them is like just look at the debate where like I think it was the first debate. Trump like wouldn't shut the fuck up. Biden said maybe like 200 words. Like
That's because Trump's high on
and
himself.
he talks
Yeah.
so slowly.
But that's the point. Biden just seems like an older dude. I don't think he's that
which
much
is-
older, but he just seems like
Nicole's
a way
right,
older
It's age
dude.
appropriate. That he seems like I would expect an 80-year-old man to be like.
Right.
does not.
He's acting his age and looking his age.
Yeah. Which
Trump,
is not something
however-
I don't think
No.
an 80-year-old man should be president either way. But
What is the ages?
I think they're only a year
think-
apart.
Are they really that close?
Yeah, we've looked it
They're very
up
close.
before.
I know
Trump
we
is
have.
77, and Biden.
Which I think was part of the reason that we thought
no,
they
Biden
were going to
is
die
4
this
years
year.
older. Biden is 80. Trump is
Okay, 4
77.
years. Okay, that's pretty
Jeez
close.
Louise.
God damn.
That's so old. You said Biden's 80,
Yeah,
so 76 and 80.
he's
I
3
don't-
years older.
77. Yeah,
Oh, 77 and 80.
And I just don't understand how so much of America is like wrapped up in Trump. And I'm like, really, this dude is going to be gone in like 10 to 15 years. And you're like, he's going to save America.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Well, let's look through
Not if you don't.
the year and see what has happened.
Okay.
So
Oh, we didn't even look at the rest of the predictions.
there wasn't much else to look at.
Well, we didn't even check to see where
This one?
inflation
Exact
was,
What the screen he's sharing.
or the housing market.
Housing market doesn't
Stock
have as
market
much of a
drop.
crash as I was expecting.
What didn't have much of a crash?
Housing market.
Hey.
Yeah, housing
inflation
market hasn't
2
crashed
and
yet.
4.38. I think I'm almost on
and
point with
Nixon.
this. It's around.
Let's see.
Inflation is pretty close to 4.38. That's a weird number I picked, but it's close.
And Nick, you did say too that
Closing
we
in
would
on
top the Vegas shooting with at least 61 deaths.
Yes, yeah,
No,
I
we-
haven't won that one for sure.
We currently are at 4%.
Oh, ownage.
Currently. Hey, you never know what's going to happen in the next 6 months.
That's true. But I mean, I'm on target. No one else
Very
had
close.
an inflation prediction, Mr. 5 to 7%.
Oh, I'm so crazy.
Chloe, one out. Where's Chloe's predictions? I want to see where her.
I don't think she was
She
there
wasn't
for
on.
this.
She wasn't on that one.
Oh, there go, Chloe.
How dare you? What do you have,
She
kids or
was
something?
putting. Yeah, she was putting the kids together.
Terrible.
Oh, Nick, we haven't had a big shooting yet.
Yeah, I know. But
Your
one thing I did
disappointment.
say- no. If you go down, did I say it was something about the election?
No.
Not
No,
but
this
I mean-
time.
Okay, usually. So I think the election makes people go crazy. So I think the closer we get to the election, the higher the probability.
I
of it.
don't disagree with that.
I could see another
A
insurrection
2024
happening.
problem for sure.
Yeah, but I'm hoping late. Well, I'm not hoping, but saying my money is on.
Nope,
later
I'm recording
2023.
it.
I feel like Nick would be in the middle of a mass shooting happening and getting excited about it. Like, oh, what's happening?
He's at 58. He's at 58.
Make sure
Well,
it's
he's,
over
like, hiding.
61. Make sure it's over 61.
Come on, just 3 more guys.
Toss me a gun.
You can do it.
I'll go in and finish the job. All right. So now we can go over what's happened so far in 2023.
Oh, don't do the Wikipedia. It sucks.
Dude, I tried Googling and there's not much for like current events for a year that's not finished yet.
Ugh. All right.
Oh, I had a question. Because I think Zach, it was you that had a prediction that something was going to happen to rich people. Was that you? Can you go back? Or was that Nick?
I usually predict that people will rise up against rich people or something would happen.
I wanted to ask if the submarine counts.
Does it count? Planned.
No, that's
Totally
rich
planned.
people rising against themselves.
They did that. Opposite of rising.
Submarine had enough.
That was quite the opposite of rising. Alright. I feel like this is the first important thing of 2023 that I see. The Pope Benedict dying. Honestly, I completely forgot about it.
Well,
Is that
it says the
that's
funeral.
not
I
the
don't think he
current one,
died
right?
that date.
was the previous
That
one.
was the previous one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, that's why I said I
wasn't
kind of forgot about
now,
it.
So it's not that important.
I mean, it's kind of big when a Pope dies, is it not?
Yeah, an angel gets its wings. I don't know.
What?
Where's the? Get a ring a bell.
It's newsworthy.
It's newsworthy, but it has affected my life in no way, and I cannot tell you a single thing the man did other than become pope, other than not pope.
He let kid
Well-
diddling happen.
Okay, you know
Let
he
what?
didn't.
Oh, yeah.
Specifically.
Oh, he definitely specifically
He
did.
apologized for the kid diddling for the most part.
Did he bust out a ukulele while he did it?
You can't undiddle the kids, Nick. Apologizing doesn't help. And also, they did the like, oh hey, you diddled a kid. I'm gonna move you to this place instead of
Yeah, but
punishment.
I don't think that happened under his watch. I think it was the previous one.
You
I
don't
think that
think
all
so?
that came out before he became pope. Yeah. I mean, he wasn't pope for very long.
See, he died in December of 2022. 2023 was just his funeral.
All right, pedophilia doesn't come up under his Wikipedia, so we'll let him slide.
Anyways,
That should be the first thing you do in any celebrity Wikipedia. Yeah.
Control F, pedo.
maybe you know what? You didn't type in molestation because some of
Ooh,
them
that's probably the
some of them
actual-
won't use pedophile.
Yeah, that's
'Cause it
probably
could get
actually
flagged.
That's true.
There you go.
Molest is probably what.
There we go. Molestation of 3 boys in Texas.
Okay.
Oh, he was accused of it.
Cover up the
No, in a law of
diplomatic
conspiring to cover up
to
the
cover up.
molestation.
In Texas.
And he got diplomatic immunity. Jesus Christ, would be ashamed.
Oh, so
That's an odd use of diplomatic immunity.
Yeah. Well, that's weird.
Free will.
Oh, right above it is sexual abuse.
Yes. Okay, so we know the keywords now.
Yeah.
We know the buzzwords.
So I think he might have had some scars on his tenure.
Oh,
Okay.
do you mean like on his hands with nails? Were the
Right.
scars there?
Were they there? Hey, China reopened its borders to visitors on the 8th.
Woohoo!
Yay! Afghanistan. Who cares?
Yeah, there's most
Pronounce
of
that name, Zach.
Which one?
Jan 7.
Win Huan Puk.
It's not fuck.
Win Huan Puk. Puck? Is that Puck?
Americans all go fuck. I don't know. It's probably Fook.
I do know that's Win, though.
Pho, right?
Fook him.
It's pho.
All right,
I
let's
do know
move
that's
on.
pronounced Win. You gotta give me credit for that one.
I do know. Yeah, everyone knows when.
Let's see.
January was dead. There's not shit
We
going
didn't
on in January.
Start off with much.
See, that's the thing is they don't cover things I would think are real
Oh.
stories.
Oh yeah, the spy balloons in February. That was kind of the start. Chinese spy balloons. That was kind of interesting.
And then
Is
we
it-
had
I mean,
the train.
Well,
Okay.
what were you saying about the balloons?
I said, is it though? I mean, I would have just assumed they were spying on us at all times.
It's interesting to
I
actually
assume we're
like.
spying on them right now.
It's interesting to actually hear about balloons, though.
Attack.
Hmm. What's that?
I said it is interesting to hear about like balloons. Like, why haven't we seen them before?
I would assume that it's not even. It was really just looking at what is the U.S.'s response.
Right. To be fair,
Right.
the thing does say alleged Chinese spy balloons. Chloe, thoughts?
This is getting a little racist.
That was weird. Wasn't there like a second one after that too? Oh yeah, it says objects. So there's multiple.
Oopsie again.
Oh, the big
You
East
know what I
Palestine,
assume it
Ohio.
was, actually, I assume
What's
they
that?
got like a kid like birthday balloon, and they put a camera to it, and they flew over here on a normal plane, and they just let it go. Like, we want to spy on these Americans.
We're gonna get them.
Because, you know,
We're gonna get them.
and then the U.S. spends billions of dollars on something else, but they just tie a camera to a kid balloon, party balloon.
What if that's how aliens actually travel
I
around?
bet that's hard to find, too, right? Like, you're not going to see that on a radar.
Well, that's why they think people used balloons, is because it's hard to find on radar, and it wasn't supposed to like
I
be
assume
seen.
this is a really big balloon in reality.
Right, but still not big enough for radar.
Tiny blue.
Yeah.
So the next story was a pretty big one with the East Palestine, Ohio.
Oh, yeah, you guys
Trains
probably have
derailing.
cancer now.
Yeah, probably.
sure.
It's cool. We drank hydrogen chloride.
That kind of was memory hold pretty quick, though. That story didn't last too long.
It
already
wasn't.
forgotten about
I
it.
don't know. I feel like in Ohio it was pretty big news for a while.
Yeah, for us, I barely paid attention.
Yeah, because like they were burning the shit, and that was in the air basically. Like they did a controlled burn of something you're not even supposed to burn.
Was there any follow-up or any more interesting information since the media dropped it?
That's a good question. Let's look. Is there like a specific?
Turns out those people are going to get cancer. Nobody says anything about it.
This is
Why under East Palestine isn't there this whole story? Like as if there's anything. There it is. Let's see. Let's see if there's any current updates.
Yeah, let's not read all this shit.
There's not anything interesting. It looks like.
Lawsuits.
That makes sense. There's probably just a bunch of lawsuits going behind the scenes that we don't know
those will
about.
probably take years to figure out.
Right. And they'll probably, what's it called when you do like mass lawsuits with like other people involved?
Class action.
Yeah,
lawsuit.
class action.
Class action, yeah. There'll probably be like a class action lawsuit for it. Especially for the people of Palestine.
And then in the end,
East
it'll
Palestine.
be lawyers get $800 million. People get checks for $4.15.
Well, I think there was something about East
Yeah,
Palestine,
and
like the Norfolk Southern, like going around to people of East Palestine and like offering them a couple $1,000s or something, or clearly a lot less to not
Then what they should actually-
do any lawsuits against them. All right, well, let's move into February then. I really wish there was an Americanized version of this.
You know what I think they should have done? Is they
What?
knock on their door and they say real fast, people that renounce the right to sue the company say what? What? That's official.
That's a verbal contract. That's verbal.
I had a recording. This holds up in court.
Verbal contract. You agreed to it. You said what? It counts. That would be fucking hilarious.
All right, sorry. Go on.
I wonder how much it takes to actually consider something a verbal contract.
Yeah, I know. I'm pretty sure just saying something really quick and adding "say what" does not qualify as a legal
A
contract.
verbal contract?
But I would like to see it entered in court once, just for fun.
Hey, if after this you say what, I get to sew your mouth to another person's butt, say what? Literally nothing in February, so we're skipping February. I do agree with you though, like Wikipedia definitely doesn't have the best filter on the news.
Yeah.
Oh, March 14th, OpenAI releases Chat GPT-4.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty cool. Oh, I think one of my predictions just says AI looking crazy. Generally, our lives will be easier. That's a official prediction. Looking crazy.
It's easily measured.
I did not know about this. Vladimir Putin has a arrest warrant out from the International Criminal Court.
Okay. Yeah, no one
Yeah.
cares.
So if he ever gets pulled over in a traffic stop, they got him.
That is about as meaningful as if I declare him a criminal and say I'm going to arrest him. Citizens arrest! Citizens arrest!
Nicole, declare him a criminal.
I do declare.
I do declare. I do declare.
Validity as when Michael Scott went, I declare bankruptcy!
I didn't say it. I declared it.
You can't just say bankruptcy.
It's a very complicated legal process, Michael.
Classic. Not much else for March though. Oh, Credit Suisse Bank going under. That.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
but
they were bailed
both
out.
by
And
Yeah,
was-
bailed out.
Bank
Yeah,
of Deutschland.
that was pretty
all
crazy.
all the bank things really just resolved pretty
Yeah.
interest.
Like, oh, you're going under? Here's $1 billion. You no longer go under. Thank you.
Yeah, they're just nationalize a bank. That's it.
What about April? What do you guys think happened in April?
Okay, a bunch of shit about Finland.
What?
Yeah, because that's news. Whoa.
A bunch of shit about fuck.
Zach, you there?
Yeah, did you not hear me?
I don't know if we lost it or they.
Uh-oh, they cut out? Did you guys cut out?
No.
You slackers.
Let me Google more stuff. My Google's not working, so it sucks.
Yeah. Do you want to?
Oh, some ASMR.
Where we have a bathroom.
Can't go upstairs.
Oh, there we go.
I'm going to do some light nail tapping for you.
I hate that. No. Mm-mm. No mouth sounds.
And we're back.
Hey, you were back.
What do we miss?
Going to do some ASMR for you.
What is she whispering?
Yeah, she said she's going to do some ASMR for you.
Oh, okay. No thanks.
Do you know what ASMR is?
Yeah, it's the
Okay.
weird sound stuff. Is it sexual or is it
No.
just-
No, it's supposed to be
No.
like to sleep to or like relax to type sounds.
It's kind of like when like someone's playing with your hair or like giving you like when you
A
go
blowjob. Wait, what?
when you go to the hair salon
But
and like they
non-sexually
like
blowjob.
they like they massage like your hair when they're doing like the shampoo and you get like the tingles.
Okay.
It's supposed to just be like a relaxing, like you can put on an ASMR video and like relax and just kind
But
of
it
chill.
must be in the one of the It's Always Sunnies recently. The girls were ASMR, and I thought they were alluding that theirs was sexual in some way.
It's because
Probably.
it sounds like a sexual thing when you say I'm into ASMR. You know, it sounds sexual, but it's not. That's kind of the joke of ASMR.
Like when you say I'm into anything, like I'm into Pokemon. Oh, you must jerk off.
Oh, you like Pokemons, huh?
Why don't you poke a me?
Pokemon. Oh, you peeking my chew.
All right, what else?
All right. So April.
Cookie?
So there's April. Remember that? Remember April? It existed.
Mm-hmm. Nuclear power in Germany.
SpaceX did a rocket launch, apparently. Exploded 4 minutes after launch.
Oh, I did see that. Yeah.
That's like you, Nick. Boom! Got him!
I was a solid 4.5, Zach.
Hey, man, at least 5.
Ooh, a mass cult suicide. Love it.
A mass cult suicide? How did I not hear about this? In Kenya? Who's a cult in Kenya?
You don't know? The Shakahola.
Over 613 people remain missing. That's intense mass suicide. Holy shit.
And what's funny is this isn't enough to make news in
America. Like,
800 people can kill themselves.
you know this came
And
across
we've
the
got
desk of some American news, and they're like,
Yeah.
oh my god, where did this happen? And they go, Kenya, and they go, get this shit off my desk right now. You think one American gives a fuck? Alright. Nothing else that good in April. Wait, we're getting to June pretty quick. Then again, it hasn't been that crazy of a year.
There's something going on in June.
Health. Oh, Charles III become. Oh, that was just the coronation.
The first
Oh, I
one.
was going to say
Yeah, the
Silicon
coronation, yeah.
You totally went over the Silicon Valley Bank.
Yeah, that was it. We already
No, that was
talked
earlier.
about all
This
the
is
banks
just follow-up
happening.
news
yeah.
on it.
Yeah, this is just another one.
Okay. Charles III. Okay.
Yep. No one cares. No one cares.
No one cares. Greek,
The
Turkish.
Greek legislature. You remember that news, don't you?
Yeah, I remember. Alright, and now we're into just last month. Which, obviously, the real thing is the Titan submersible.
Yeah.
Oh, and the Wagner group. That's, I guess, important. So let's go over the Titan sub first, because that's interesting, and we haven't talked about it yet on the podcast.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that was retarded.
I knew it.
Dude, remember growing up, and we would get those off-brand controllers that weren't like the Xbox controllers.
they were using
What
off-brand
brand
controllers.
was it, Nick? What brand was it?
Mad Cats. Mad Cats.
Mad Cats. Okay, it wasn't Logitech.
Yeah, and no, they wouldn't work very well.
Mad Cats.
they were-
That was the
they were
only
most
way for it to
reliable.
be worse, is if he used a Mad Cats controller. Instead, he used a Logitech, which still seems pretty terrible.
And he saved money by using duct tape instead of welding.
Did you ever see the videos of him actually like bragging about not following the rules?
Yeah. What's that?
Did you see the videos of him like bragging about not following the rules? I'm not a rule follower.
They can't wait to disrupt this industry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be fair, there are a lot of rules that are stupid. It's just geniuses get away with it and actually work, because some rules are stupid. But then there are the
Right.
morons that, like, you should follow the rules because you're an idiot.
Oh, titanium on the
Joke
actual
me.
hull? Nah, I'll use that carbon
One
fiber.
engineer
What was it?
as
What was it
a,
made out of, babe?
Carbon
sort of
fiber?
like a
Carbon
CTO
fiber.
person.
Expired carbon fiber that they got on sale from an airplane company.
Yeah, that's how he built his hull.
What were
The
you
most
saying,
important part.
So the technician got fired after he
for
told
saying
the
like this is not
CEO,
safe.
like,
For saying it's not safe.
there's a blatant violence of the security issues.
And then did you hear how they built the hall? Did you hear that?
No.
That it was
Expired carbon fiber they got on clearance from an airplane company.
so first off, it can expire, which means it's probably weaker than when it started. And that was the important part, the part that you don't want to just
Could have
break.
been worse. It could have been like I 3D printed it with my $200 3D printer.
It's a good deal.
Well, people usually use titanium for these things.
3D printed it.
Well, some of it was held together with glue and zip ties.
Jesus Christ. Did you ever see James Cameron's setup compared to his?
I haven't, but I know James Cameron is way more serious about this. And, provably competent, which is important.
Right. Very important. Look at this pod. I think it only can fit him, too.
In some sense, I consider them both morons in a way, though.
Why?
There's no reason to be down there. Put a fucking camera in. It's basically the same experience, except you don't gotta shit in a bucket. Right? You could just record...
No, you can't, though. That's the point.
Yes, you can. You can record this whole thing.
You can't. The waves won't travel as far down as the Titanic is. You can't control it from, like, a surface level.
That would be true with, like, wireless. But you can stream a cable down however far.
Are you kidding me? Do you know how far down this thing is?
Yeah, I know, but you can buy a lot of cable. You can buy a cable.
I don't think you can buy that much cable.
You wouldn't
I'm sure
even be
it'd
able
be
to get it
expensive.
there.
There's
The
no
problem
reason to
wouldn't.
take
The
people
problem
down
wouldn't
there.
be getting enough cable down there. The problem would be transporting the cable out to the middle of the ocean and putting it down there.
Of course you can.
I
You're
still don't
putting
think you
it
can do that much
miles.
cable.
One cable from the United States to Europe.
Yeah, they as in like multiple governments.
I'm saying it's expensive.
Yeah, he doesn't have
They can hear
that
us.
12,500 feet.
No, I can't hear you.
Yeah.
690 kilometers.
I don't think you can just collect
It's
that
a lot.
much cable.
Oh, like I said, you can. They run it from the U.S. to Europe. There's cable.
Yes. I agree
No,
with
I'm
you
saying
if
it's
you're a
expensive.
government with billions of dollars. Maybe trillions.
All right, I'll admit it's probably prohibitively expensive. Still, there's no reason to do this. You're going down to see a ship.
Dude, James Cameron made an entire movie from this. Very
Yeah,
important.
but he didn't actually have to go and see it. There's no point.
I mean, you got me there. He doesn't really need to see it.
You know
but
what
he
could
wanted
do
to.
instead is he could go buy a toy ship, bury it in his pool in his backyard, wait a little while. It'll look the same.
Make a pretend iceberg and crash.
Yes.
I don't know. I'm not a multi-billionaire with like free time on the side. Apparently, it's something some people want to do.
Yeah, you know what the problem is? He's into
What?
the Titanic. As in, he has his pants down when he's down there.
He has to see it through the porthole, man.
He's got to see it in real life to come.
Porthole for the pud hole. You know what I'm saying? All right. Well, anyways, after besmirching James Cameron, maybe we can move on to the 24-hour seizing of a couple cities in Russia by the Wagner Group.
This was over in a day.
Yeah, that's why I said the 24-hour seize.
Yeah.
Do you think it's propaganda?
I have no idea. I think anyone that says they know what's going on in that is an idiot.
I agree
No
with you
one
there.
knows.
It definitely feels like nobody actually knew what happened. I agree with you on that.
This is missing the affirmative action thing that happened just like...
That just happened though. Like
We didn't update it yet.
that wasn't even a week ago. Didn't that just happen like a few days
like
ago?
3 days, 4 days.
The affirmative action. I just feel like that's because it just happened.
Yeah, it was like 5 days ago.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. Nicole and I had to talk about that.
Yeah.
I was basically on like I understand why it exists, but also it kind of is probably against the law. I can understand why the Supreme Court would be like, that doesn't really make sense.
Obviously not the right law. And
Right.
I'm for it. You know, if I go to a doctor and I'm going to get cut open, I want the guy that studied hard.
Right.
I don't want the guy that they're like, hey, we have
We'll statistics to keep.
Yeah. I want the guy that got in there on merit.
But I also get why it existed, because for a long time we were like, you guys aren't even allowed to go to school.
Yeah. I'm sure that's true.
So it's kind of a
The guy
like,
that's cutting me open to have gotten there on merit.
how do you course correct 200 years of slavery?
I don't think you can.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
you're trying to course correct something that's hard to course correct.
So the correcting historical wrongs
Mm-hmm.
is always nonsense.
That's a good point.
Like
It's
like you're
impossible
gonna
to do,
tally
really.
up who owes who what. Okay.
Right. I guess you can think of it like a relationship
whites were
too.
fucked over
Like,
for a long time, right? Like
You said
didn't
what?
Get the right to vote unless you had land until like what?
True.
18. I don't
right.
know.
Just poor people in general have always been fucked.
Yeah. Like, so are the rich white people going to give money to the poor white people?
Well, we all know the answer to that.
Yeah, I know. So
I get
you
your po-
just gotta say, like,
Hey, aren't you guys actually
empathize.
paying reparations soon in California?
No. The governor
Is that-
obviously said, obviously I'm for this, but obviously we can't do this.
He said, obviously I'm for it. Obviously I like black people. I have a black
Yeah.
friend. I can't be racist.
I forget the exact.
Also, no
but it was
reparations.
Something like I support it in principle, but this is not feasible.
Good night.
But he will be running for the
Yeah.
president next time.
He's the most likely person to be the Democrat nominee other than Biden.
Oh, okay. Who is it? What's his name?
Gavin Newsom. He's on.
Okay, I have heard that name.
Yeah.
Okay, I have heard it. All right then. I guess next we just need to do some new predictions. What crazy new things can you think of for the latter half of 2023?
The Supreme Court restores slavery.
What?
Like, we're going back.
They're on their way.
Wait, we're back, sir.
They're trying.
To be fair, without the amendments, it is in the Constitution.
That's actually. But it's also amendment
Yeah.
to say no longer in the Constitution.
Let's see. What else? What would happen?
Black people will now be
four
4/5.
Because I didn't know what was going on then, but not long after. I knew it was going to be challenged soon.
Yeah,
Roe v.
I'm trying to-
Wade should have given away.
I'm trying to think of like what recent
Another conservative
news.
court thing I'm trying to think of.
I got one. Something about like Twitter stock will go down. But I feel like I
There's
need
no-
to make.
there- Zach, there is no Twitter stock. It's
Is
private.
it still private?
It's private.
Oh,
It's-
so we'd
it's
have no
not
idea what it's
something.
worth.
No idea. You'd have to tell you.
Is he trying to make it a public company?
But no, why would he do that?
I don't know. For money?
He could get money from it, but I mean,
Don't think he's
Hmm.
pinched on money.
yeah, I don't. But then when you do that, you're subject to, a lot
You have
more
to make everything
controls.
public, right?
Yeah, you have to make everything public. You have to answer all the investors' questions.
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to think of what he
Like
wants to
Twitter
do
is
with
he can
it.
Make it private.
Yeah.
I'm trying to predict the next move in the Twitter sphere because he's always
The Twitter sphere.
doing something weird or different. Like the view, you can only view so many posts right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to think like what's the next weird thing he could do. Especially because he wants subscribers.
Bring back Kanye. Is Kanye back? I don't know.
No, he's in like the weird news right now.
Kanye?
The weird person news. Yeah.
For what?
Just like being seen out with like some weird girl and weird. I'll show you a picture. You'll get it.
Okay.
Kanye out with his girlfriend. He looks like he has like shoulder pads on. I don't know how to explain it without you seeing it, and that's not it.
What?
Let's type in shoulders and it might. There's a few pictures where he looks like this. Where he's clearly wearing something under his shirt that looks like he's wearing shoulder pads or something.
Is he turning
That's all-
into like the uncle on It's Always Sunny?
I don't know. I don't know.
My
It's
shoulders.
fucking-
Look at these shoulders.
yeah.
Real manly
Instead of
shoulders.
hands, it's his shoulders.
Nobody
It's
look.
really weird.
Nobody look. That is
So
just
fucking weird.
All right then.
That looks like a plastic surgery gone wrong.
Okay,
No.
that gives me a good prediction.
Exciting, but I don't know. Kanye does something weird?
Yeah.
That's not a
No.
good prediction. That's obvious.
Kanye will have a special treatment of some sort on Twitter. Maybe even a music video release
Okay.
or show strictly on Twitter.
Oh, okay.
Because Elon Musk is trying to promote the, like, you can upload like hour-long videos on Twitter now.
Yeah. Okay, here's mine. If there is a fight between Zuckerberg and Musk, you'll be able to watch it on Twitter.
That
Ooh.
is so true.
You'll probably be able to watch it on Facebook or Twitter. Okay, Zach, who do you think would
That
win?
makes sense.
Musk or Zuck?
I would probably go Elon Musk right now.
Even though
Zuckerberg's won like a BJJ tournament, but
Uh-huh.
just judging by pure size and if Musk has experience with BJJ as well in other
Yeah, so if
martial
he has
arts.
enough time to train up, like say 6 months.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They'll both be basically at the same level, but
Yeah.
so I'm just going with the one who looks bigger.
Yeah, it just
At that
looks like
point.
a breeze could knock Zuckerberg over, right?
Exactly. That's kind of my point. Musk just looks heavier, and that's basically my only basis. Is he just looks? They're
Reminds me
about
of
even if they
who
train.
Wanted to do a fight.
Why did
What's that?
Musk challenge him to a fight? I don't remember.
I don't know exactly how that transpired, except for Zuckerberg winning like a BJJ tournament at white belt. Probably like transpired most of this.
Yes, at some point Musk said he'd fight him, and then I think as
Okay, well we need to add that to our predictions.
Oh, alright.
I'm gonna say Musk wins fight
Oh, I don't think they'll fight.
if it happens,
I say won't happen,
which I doubt. I was about to say I don't think it'll happen either.
but I would probably say Musk would win too. But yeah,
I do think Nicole will say Zuck wins, so I'm putting it in here even though she went to bed
okay.
because I'm pretty sure she would say that. And I think a lot of that's fueled by anti-Musk hate.
All right. What else?
Let's see. I forgot all about that fight. Why is that not on Wikipedia? Even the idea of it happening should be in Wikipedia. That shit's wild. Oh, I got it. Dana White
I don't know who that is.
dies from stroking his dick so much because of this fight. He's the one who runs the UFC. He's the one that's promoting this fight. That is who... Are you there?
Oh, okay. Someone that's doing that.
Did you cut out again? You son of a bitch. Hello.
Our internet's fucked up, man. Oh, he's back.
Hello.
Oh.
I can hear him.
Good
Hello.
Lord.
Hello. Yeah, I'm back. I have internet again.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah.
Where'd you
Our
go?
Wi-Fi keeps dropping.
Ah. Well, we'll wrap this up shortly anyways.
Okay.
Anyways,
I don't have a real prediction.
As
do
I
I?
was saying, Dana White is the guy who runs the UFC and sets up
Yeah.
fights like this.
Okay. Chloe, you need at least one prediction.
Oh yeah, because Chloe didn't get any last time. We need some
Raise
good
the
predictions.
Debt ceiling.
What's that? What'd you say, Chloe? I just heard.
She's
debt
thinking.
ceiling.
She's thinking.
Oh my God,
So
you
she
guys
said
cut
they
out again.
already raised the debt ceiling. That was another story that wasn't in there.
They already raised the debt ceiling. So, well, I don't know. Like the other two predictions, I know what's gonna happen is
Okay.
they're gonna raise interest rate twice.
Who? Yeah. Well, that's. Oh yeah. There you go. They'll raise the interest rate.
Oh.
Everyone knows that one though. God damn it! He can't hear us. Hello? Can you hear
Oh,
us?
there you are. You're back.
Yeah.
Well, you guys are cutting in and out real bad.
Okay. Who do you think's gonna win, Zuckerberg or Musk, if they fight?
Musk.
Musk.
Musk. Do you think they'll
No
fight?
difference, man.
What's that?
Do you
they
think
will
they'll fight?
No.
No, we're all saying this won't really happen.
It's probably not, right? Like the chances, so slim. But if it does, it would be amazing. Can you imagine the
You know
pay-per-views
what they
for
should
that?
do though? They should do it in old school rich guy style, where they each get a champion. And they fight to the death.
That'd be baller.
I want to have a real prediction. That's like,
Right. Nicole and I were talking about how wild would it be if somebody predicted the submarine submersible. We need wild predictions like that.
that's too hard.
It's
Like, I don't
so
even know
specific.
There was a submarine thing going on.
Yeah.
right. You didn't even know about that.
All
All right, wild prediction.
things going on.
We prove that aliens exist.
Oh, okay. I'll give you 100 million points if that happens.
Right, I'll win this whole game.
Okay, how about RFK will run for president and go nowhere?
I think it's gonna happen.
Yeah, I think
Is that the
he'll,
California guy you're talking about?
no,
Who's RFK?
Robert
Kennedy.
Kennedy.
You know
There's
who-
still a Kennedy running around?
Yeah, he's gonna run for president.
Is that Robert?
Yeah, he's an anti-vaccine Democrat,
Oh, God.
and so I think what's gonna really do is it's gonna pull more people away from Biden. So I think the Republicans are cheering him on because they want people to dislike Biden even more, obviously.
Right.
And that's, he's a Democrat, but with enough anti-mainstream Democrat things to piss people off that other Democrats feel like.
Gotcha. Huh. So, when do the primaries actually take place?
I think it begins
Is that
early
November?
next year, like February of 2024 or something like
Okay.
that. Maybe January, but it's very early next year. So that's not really a this year prediction.
Yeah, that's the next year then. What's another good prediction? Ooh, we need to think of like how will the Russia invasion conclude in any way?
Nah. I think it's just gonna keep going. It's just another proxy war, and those things just go
Yeah.
and go and go.
What's the BRICS? Is it BRICS is the opposite of the UN basically?
No,
called BRICS, right?
That's an economic term for Brazil, Russia, India, and China. For developing economies.
Ah,
So they're not allied like the UN.
I thought they were, but in some
Technically,
way.
the UN includes China. You're thinking the
NATO?
NATO.
NATO, that's what I'm thinking
Yeah.
of. Yeah.
Yeah, no, BRICS is just an economic term.
It's not actually any thing going on within those countries.
It's just they're the high growth economic countries.
Let's
Uh,
see. We still have.
you don't have
do you
a
want to
single
go with China
prediction.
invading Taiwan yet?
Chloe.
Is there any
It's not gonna
invasion?
happen.
She said won't invade. China won't invade
Won't
Taiwan.
invade.
I already had that prediction from the earlier, from the beginning of January, is they won't do it.
I think China's economy is going to collapse and nobody would report on it.
So you won't know if it was your prediction was right, because no one will report it.
Say, like, if there's a retrospect,
Yeah,
people
yeah.
would say, like, it's
Ah.
started to collapse at
Yeah, yeah.
that time.
I'm gonna say, I think because we talked about it for a while, biggest mass shooting, not shotting,
Shotty.
will have 42 casualties. So that's injured and
I was
killed.
just thinking, for Chloe's prediction, there's going to be a Chinese reporter sitting there being like, talking about how strong and great the economy is, and revealing a big new development, and there's going to be a bunch of people begging him for food during the newscast.
That's how we'll know.
Please, sir, can we give us food? We see you have food.
Oh shit! I got a prediction.
Okay.
The U.S. will have a major recession, and housing market will crash once student loans kick back in.
Oh, I don't think so. Maybe recession, but housing market, those people weren't buying houses anyways.
That's a good point.
They can't afford houses. Okay. What about France?
Well, I'm also thinking some of the people that are struggling who own a house will now
Yeah.
also owe that payment.
Oh yeah. And then they'll lose their house.
Yeah, I mean, because you have to pay the student loans. Like, that's jail time if you don't pay that and shit.
That's not jail time if you don't pay your student loan.
Is it not? You can't
No.
bankrupt it. You can't go into bankruptcy for it.
I know, but that doesn't mean they put you. You can't go to jail for debt in the U.S.
Can you not? What happens if you don't pay it?
You just don't pay it. But if you get a job, they will take your wages. They will garnish your wages.
Oh, that's what it is. They'll just
Yeah.
start garnishing the fuck out of you.
Yes, they will take your wages without. They
makes
put
more
you
sense.
in prison to get raped. That's what happens. No, that's not what happens.
That's definitely it.
Debtors' prisons have been illegal in the U.S. for a long time.
All right,
Okay,
so
France. What predictions?
what the
about
fuck
France?
do you want about France?
Do you not know what's happening in France right now?
With the protest, but I don't know why they're protesting.
It's the
Cops killed
the immigrants.
yeah.
The immigrants that are
Violating the law.
like
Fleeing from the scene.
psychotically trying to take over the country, burning shit down.
Oh,
Yeah.
and what's your prediction? That's not French people. That's immigrants that came into France.
Kind of
Yeah.
government that would be elected would be, I would say, heavily to the left, like nationalism. They're falling to that.
The who? Wait, hold on. What?
France
Because
falling to
everyone
nationalism.
is kind of responsible for let those immigrants coming into
Yeah.
France, right? So the immigrants want to take down the France because they already declared somewhere, right, in the social media. So what's going to happen is the France current citizen will go very much to the left.
Think to the left?
To the right, sorry. To the
Okay,
right.
I was okay. That's
The
what
French,
like,
the French will go to the right. You're saying?
Yeah.
Go to the right, and then that elected someone like really. What's that lady's name?
Marine Le Pen.
Marine Le Pen. Yeah. So
Marine Le Pen.
someone like Marine Le Pen.
That doesn't happen until 2027. I saw. That's the next election.
Depends how
So
much
that's a
chaos
long.
is
Yeah.
going in.
That is what's really the
But
question:
current-
is what happens? Does
the president
Macron
might
stay
be
in?
impeached.
I think he'll stay in. I think he'll respond to the riots and put them down. You might be right in 2027. He gets out, but
Yeah, if the storm
Can they even have
he'll
emergency, like,
stick to defend
like an
changes?
emergency election. That
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know French law.
Why
They'll
not?
impeach him or something. Like there could be something that gets his ass kicked out. So that would be an interesting prediction. Is he gets kicked out? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just want to say it macaroon because I think it's Macron. but
Macaroon, old macaroni.
yeah, the riots get put down. That's my Macron will put the riots down, and that'll happen in like 2 days. By the way,
What-
that won't happen
so-
like next year.
With the
Put my
So-
prediction. Macron puts
What?
riots down. That's got to happen.
If that doesn't happen, he's gonna go down.
If that doesn't happen, he would go down. Like if that doesn't happen in the next couple of days, he is not going to
Is it that bad?
Yeah, like they're setting shit on fire all over. Like setting churches on fire. And then like a lot of like cops are saying they're going to revolt. They are going to take Macron
oh
down
Jesus.
if he doesn't do anything. It
So
seems
what
really
what
bad.
happened? Why did they take so many immigrants in?
Like
Syrian
why do we take them
refugee.
in? They're refugees.
No, I
and they're
mean,
coming to Europe.
is this from like the Ukrainian war or something where this like escalated?
No.
It's
These are
before that.
Or it's
Well,
just
part of it
over
is
time.
because they feel responsible, and a lot of them are from their former colonies, like Algeria.
Ah.
So they feel it's the right thing to do to take in. But a lot of them, one, hate France, and they hate the French.
Because it's a former colony.
Yeah, and they're Muslim, so they don't like Catholicism. So they're not the right people that you think you'd want to come in and be citizens of the country that they hate. But they have a lot of money, so they do like money.
I'm gonna predict war escalates then.
War baby.
So we have the Russian and Ukraine war. I think we would just have an escalation of war somewhere. I won't even predict where.
That's probably not a
And
bad
not an African one that doesn't count. A European.
The world suddenly breaks out in peace and loving and understanding is a terrible prediction.
I feel like that's more of a good prediction. A European country is added to the war. I feel like if one European country gets involved in a war,
Yeah.
That would be news.
Germany's doing terribly economically. I don't know what you'd. It's gonna be so bad. Anything bad happens.
I'm not saying I have any idea who or what. I just say it's a crazy prediction. That's what we're here for. What's that?
They're not gonna go Hitler.
Any other crazy predictions? I'm throwing out the crazy ones. I'm trying to think of things nobody would ever predict because that's what's happening so far in 2023.
Into several small countries. Then
What's that?
No Russia.
Oh my god, I got the best prediction.
Chloe thinks. Oh wait, hold on. Put Chloe down. Russia falls apart.
Oh, that's already happening, right?
No, she means like they will divide into several countries.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hold on. Just let him write.
Okay, Chloe's gonna defend it.
The whole point is to make outrageous predictions.
Russia will follow the same road as Soviet Union. Will continue to break down into smaller countries.
Until it's just Vladimir Putin drawing a square around himself and being like, "This is Russia. I own this. This is Russia.
This is Putinville.
I am president in Russia."
Moscow just becomes Putinville.
Yeah.
This is
all right. I got a great prediction.
Mm-hmm.
Biden poops his pants, and
television.
It's broadcasted.
I think he's wearing Depends now, so.
But I'm saying it's obvious. Like you hear the.
And it's a squirter.
Like a mic picks it up type bad.
And everyone around him starts sniffing, like oddly.
Or, okay, I'll make this too. Or has a geriatric fall on TV. Hip or something broken. I really want the poop the pants though. Well, now I need a Trump one to like equal this out.
Oh, a Trump one?
Trump actually has to be in jail during the court hearing.
Nothing happens with the Trump shit. That's
in 2023, probably not.
Nothing. It goes nowhere. No, I'm going to say he's acquitted. Acquitted on the charges of the document. He's acquitted on document charges.
Okay.
That's a bold. I think that's bold enough of a.
I feel like we wouldn't really know that until next year, though.
You might be right, but
I feel like they're trying to drag it out into the election.
Drag it out until maybe he's president, anyways, and he just go, yeah, I forgive myself.
Pardon. Which will be a good end of the year predictions once we're there. Ooh, I got a good one. The writers' strike.
Oh, that's right. That
Will
wasn't in the goddamn Wikipedia either.
Yeah, the writers' strike will finally settle, but TV
in 6 months, I'd hope so. But
will suck for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
New TV.
I don't know. This is a bold prediction. I'm going to say they won't settle.
I like it.
I don't think this will really happen, but bold.
I'm just putting bold because that's kind of the you don't think it will really happen.
That's a long time.
Ooh, the first show written by AI will air.
Okay, at least I
at least first episode.
Not that they won't settle, but it'll take a long time. I think the studios will hold out very long. The studios hold out really long, and the writers get very little.
Like we're talking November, December?
Yeah. Oh. What, June? Yeah, November. And they get almost nothing. Because I think the studios are, like, really suffering. Like,
Yeah.
I saw they went from, like, if you go back 10 years, the major studios brought in, like, $25 billion.
Yeah.
Last year, they brought in, like, $4 billion.
Right. They're
So
still making
they're-
$4 billion fucking dollars. Figure it out.
Yeah, I know, but still, they can't support as many writers as they have been. Like, they've got to make
Oh,
cuts.
hold on, Nick. They can afford the writers, but the people at the top who make tons of money, the writers don't cost that much.
I know.
The actors and the CEOs, those are what cost a lot.
And they have more leverage. They have more bargaining power.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know.
Which is
You're
why
saying the writers
everyone's
cost that
gonna
much.
get
It's not the
paid.
writers that cost much.
See, they have legions of people that will take over for them if they want.
Yes.
Lots of people want to be writers.
Yeah. I don't disagree with you, but you said writers cost a lot. They don't cost a lot.
I don't know. I didn't say they cost a lot. What did I say? They can't afford them and still keep the level of profit that they want to keep. Let me put it
That's
that
what,
way.
by saying they can't afford them, that's what I meant is they don't really
can't
cost
afford
much.
By they can't afford it means they can't keep their profit levels, which is everything.
Gotcha.
And a profit corporation's aim is to maintain.
It's all about the profits.
So if they can't afford it, it means it's because it will affect their profits. They will cut that. If they cut the actors, and I think actors have been cut, like they're paid.
They have to be.
by a lot, but still they're not enough that they're rioting or.
They should be making a lot. Let's be honest. Actors shouldn't be making as much money as they make.
Yeah, well,
I
depending
think
on how you do it, but sure.
just movies and everything overall maybe isn't as ludicrous of a industry, which means when they're made, they're higher quality because there'll be lesser of them. Does that make sense?
No.
We're not just going to
No
make
idea what you're
everything.
referring to.
We're going to make, first of all, right now, movie-wise, what do we make? Marvel and DC movies, right?
Uh-huh.
Why? Because they make a shit ton overseas.
Uh-huh.
So they're still going to make those, just less of them.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll make less of those.
Show-wise, what are we going to have? Probably still Marvel and DC movies, especially on the Disney Channel. There'll just be less of them. They don't really need great writers for that either. Who can't write a Marvel movie that people will watch? I'm pretty sure if you and I sat down, we could make a decent Marvel movie.
Hawk says, smash!
Yeah. Oh my god, there's a big bad that's going to destroy the world, or New York, or wherever it is.
Yeah, like I said, that's the thing. The writers are replaceable. They're not that important.
Good writers aren't, but the ones we're talking about, majority of them,
Yeah, the majority aren't good writers already.
that's what I'm saying. The majority of them, yeah, you can replace. But can you take a Vince Gilligan and his team and replace them? Nah. But he ain't losing his job.
Yeah.
You can't take a Quentin Tarantino and replace him with anybody. But he's not losing his job.
Yeah.
So
What else
my
you got?
prediction is more is just like people like Disney and that, they'll make way less of the Marvel movies.
Hmm.
All right, last predictions. Let's tie it up.
You got anything else, Chloe?
Only the Russia one.
Hmm.
We need to know on a higher note.
What about
Need it.
Britain?
What about Britain? What about Bob?
I'm just saying, what's going on with them?
Is there any
the-
news about them?
The new PM doesn't make it to the end of the year.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because they've just been going through them so goddamn quickly already.
Why are they having troubles?
Because Brexit.
Yeah, everyone's...
Oh.
They're like the U.S. where they're very divided right now.
Ah,
So they've just been rotating through the PMs again and again and again.
gotcha.
He is the Conservative Party, right? Yeah, it is. It's God, what was the guy with Boris Johnson? Then it was Theresa May, and then I think I've missed one, right? Or was Theresa May just that quick?
Theresa May lasted very
Like
very
3
short.
months? But I thought there was another one.
No, I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember. But we'll see. if they were thinking about bringing Johnson back, who knows? I forget what Theresa May was outed for. It was something stupid and small.
Something
He said
poopy
they're
headed.
just all at each other's throats, I think. Very divided.
Okay, that gives me an idea for one. I already said a war somewhere in Europe. What if we have a civil war somewhere?
You got to name the country for that one.
I'm putting not Africa.
Okay. One of the countries that matter. You can put that.
But I'm pretty sure there's a civil war in Africa going on right now.
Yeah, there's probably several.
Yeah, exactly. This
And
doesn't work to
A
say.
number of the Asian countries don't count, and the Eastern European don't count. China
Okay.
would count. I would count China. That's a big deal. But if Myanmar goes, they might be in civil war now. Myanmar, I don't know.
Ones that count, and we would know.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
If they're in the if by GDP they're in the top 20, we'll give a shit.
All right, I think that's a good measurement. GDP top 20.
Yeah, and you know what? You have a long shot here with France.
I do. It's
Yeah.
true. Or some random ass country we didn't expect, because that seems to be how the news cycles are. You think
Yeah.
one thing's gonna happen, and then a complete different one happens.
It would be like the very bottom of the GDP 20, which is like, I don't know, Qatar or something, just because they got so much oil.
That would be wild. Man, our predictions mid-year are way thicker. A lot
Yeah,
more.
well, this is because we just
we have some info.
time coming up with stupid shit. I'm really expecting the Supreme Court restore slavery.
that one's definitely happening. That one for sure.
And you know what? You know what the craziest one will be?
What?
Clarence Thomas supports the decision.
He says, "Yep."
Says,
I'm
that
for
shit's
it."
in the Constitution. I read it.
Fuck them amendments.
He's the the most conservative one on the Supreme Court, except he's also black.
It's
Oh,
very
I
weird.
remember him.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Chloe, do you have any last predictions?
Biden might be impeached.
Biden impeached for what?
His tie with Hunter Biden
Yeah.
and the corruption.
Do they have the Republicans do control the House, don't they? It's not an absurd prediction.
I saw Hunter Biden took some video of him smoking meth or something while driving.
Like it'll be like just like Trump was impeached, but nothing happened because there weren't enough votes in the Senate to convict.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's a terrible prediction.
Hey,
Hey,
not a bad move. I like the prediction. It's not wild though, Chloe. What's a wild prediction?
Oh. It's a wild prediction.
You know, like slavery getting introduced again.
No.
Clarence Thomas goes for retirement, and then he
There's-
scrubs his face, and he's actually
No,
been
no,
Hitler
no.
the whole time.
San Francisco solved the homeless problem.
San Francisco solves the homeless problem. There you go.
That's wild, man. Even I think still slavery might be unabolished before San Francisco solves the slavery.
I like it.
Solve the homelessness.
I like it.
The liberal policies finally work. All you had to do was let them do whatever they wanted.
That's all you had to do. I'm trying to think if we have any more last minute predictions that I want to throw out there. Or if you do, Nick. I feel like I want a Trump prediction. I don't have anything with Trump involved.
I really wanted a real court prediction, but because there's just been so many big court news.
Okay, I got it. Trump will have yet another indictment. He'll get
No problem.
the third one.
Okay.
They'll keep indicting him as long as he doesn't run.
My court prediction is no retirements or death until Biden's term is up. And then whoever wins, no matter what, there will be some that will go. Like I think Clarence Thomas is really fucking old. So they're probably just waiting to the next.
You're talking about Supreme Court justices, right? Like,
yeah. I think they're all waiting out Biden's term because of the Democrats want another Democrat to replace them. The Republicans want a Republican to replace them.
We really need to end the whole lifetime thing on that. The Supreme Court.
Dems are too young, but it'll mostly be the Republicans holding out right now.
Right.
So that's my prediction.
Okay. That's not crazy, but that is a prediction.
Yep.
Mine wasn't crazy either. Trump having another indictment. That's just...
Yeah, that's not crazy. That's...
likely.
I mean, if he ran a traffic light... They'd probably find a lot of things to process. If it was in New York City, they would indict him for that. And, like, you know...
I got it. Here's my wild one. Trump will physically hit Biden in a debate. I don't even know if they would debate this early, but...
I think we're knowing who's going to win the MMA match between those two.
They will have an MMA match. To top the Zuck and Musk phenomenon. I'm too drunk to type phenomenon.
Close enough.
That's it. I feel like we got it.
Yep.
I like that Nicole's only prediction is Zuck wins. That's it. That's how we'll start deciding presidents. I like it.
All right.
I can't wait to see how this all pans out. All right.
That's for sure. All right. Later.
See y'all later. Later.